I changed the wheels. Looks sick. It's running again. I'll show you what I've done. Right, might be able to see some wires dangling around. Basically just tested power to the coil down there, and it seemed to be dropping off quite a bit when it was cranking. I had it hooked up to the Blue Nova, so I had like 13.5 volts of the battery, and when I was cranking it, it was going down to like 9 volts. So what I've done is I've just hot wired it, a bit of wire, and gone straight to the battery, which seemed to upset the way the relay was controlling it, because when I connected that wire to the battery, the relay in there was going mad. But yeah, fired straight up. So yeah, put a solid power supply to the coil, and it fired straight up. So whatever relay down here controls it either is knackered and not sending enough power to it, or it's getting a drain somewhere, because when I turn it over it was dropping the voltage quite a bit. Even when I had it hooked up with the jump leads, it was dropping the voltage down to like below 12 volts, so the starter's obviously drawing a fair bit of current, which doesn't help. So yeah, still at the minute not any of the wires are why it's doing it. I still need to figure out which relay controls the power going to the coil, and see if there's an issue with that, and also see why the start mode's draining so much power. It's probably just earths, because I mean the earths are pretty terrible on it, so yeah, a bit more testing required, but at the minute it is running. I just thought I'd try it again. So it's reading 12.3 on there. Hopefully you can see that. See, when I'm cranking it, it's going down to like 10 volts. And of course, it's not starting again. So I'm going to hot wire that wire again and see if it works. So right, just got that hot wire plugged into the battery again. Sure enough, it fires up. So I need to find out why we're losing so much voltage to the coil when it's cranking, because as soon as it starts cranking it's dropping voltage down to like 10 volts. So I think to start with I'm just going to put a jump lead from the earth on the battery to the engine and see if that improves the voltage drop. Right, so I've just plugged that onto the body of the starter. There is actually a wire down here. I don't know if you can see it just down there. There's like a little earth wire going from the body to the starter motor. That's obviously supposed to help, but it's tiny. So I've just plugged the jump lead on, and just for testing purposes I haven't hooked it up yet. But you can see the voltage on there. So it's 12.5 at the minute. It's down to 10.3. I'm not starting. So let's plug that jump lead on onto that jump lead onto there. Let's see if that helps. 12.3 I think it is. Still dropping right now. So It's still dropping down quite a lot, so that's got a good earth going to the engine. So that start motor is obviously just drawing a lot of power. So might put a jump lead from the positive terminal on the starter up to the battery, and then eliminate the original wiring, which is down here. Okay, so now I've got a jump lead straight into the positive terminal starter, going to the battery. I've still got the earth on there as well. It's sitting at about 12.3, hopefully you can see. Just about. Okay, so it's still dropping down too low. I'm going to see what power we've got going to the coil, because I mean 10 volts is too low anyway, but I'll see what I've got at the coil. Right, just hooked it back up to the Innova. Good old thing, always runs. So we've got 13.3 volts. So I've now got this wire going over to the coil, so that's onto the positive terminal of the coil. There. So I want to see the voltage drop at the coil. I've disconnected the king lead so it won't start. Hopefully you can see that. Oh, it's just ridiculous trying to see this. Yeah. Right, sorry for wobbling the camera around. That looked like to me like it completely lost power. So again, 13 volts. Zero volts. Just make sure this is working right. That's a 13.3. That's completely lost power. 0 volts going to the coil. And obviously not starting. So I'll just quickly connect that positive back up to the battery. Right, I've got you set up in the tripod now, just so hopefully you can see what I'm doing. So that's the coil positive. So I need to find out which relay it is. Might be that one. There's a couple on the back here. Don't think it's that one. 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 It's a bit hard to tell because obviously these are all bolted to this plate, so it's kind of just vibrating through the whole thing. So I think I'll unscrew, unbolt these relays, and so I can determine exactly which one it is. Right, I'll just remove that entirely now. And again, I hope you can see what I'm doing. So all the relays are just loose. I've just checked these wires, these connectors here, the wires in there will look good as well. So, oops. Right, so it's not this one. This is the one I actually took off and I'd look inside. And there we go. So yeah, that's the one I took off. Because it mentions this relay in one of the manuals that I've got. So that's the one that's going apeshit now. Yeah, I'll just check this. Nope. Nope. Definitely this one. So yeah, that's the one I took off. So I'm guessing that's the relay power to the coil. It's got, there's a part number on there. Let's see if I can get it to show up on the camera. Hopefully you can see that. I'll take a picture of it as well. So maybe we need a new one of these. So I think that's probably going to be it for this video. Again, any help would be much appreciated. I did get some really helpful comments from in the last video. A couple of video recommendations which I have watched. Yeah, it looks like maybe it's just this relay. Okay, see you next time. Right, just for shits and giggles, because I've just unplugged all that, we'll give it one last go. No start. I'll plug this wire in. There it goes. We'll see you next time. It's fine once it's running.